Then we have a comment section, a different kind of thing. So far we've only been doing inputs, and now we're going to do a larger chunk for the comments. And this is a box that you often see as a comment box. We're going to do something called text area. And we have to say how big we want it to be, 4 rows and 30 wide. Okay. In this case, it's not self-closing. I mean, it can be, but we're going to do this, and we're going to say no comments. I'm just going to do this much for now so you can see the different things that we've done. I'm going to say file save. Now, notice that we've put some things in here, but this is all one chunk as usual, so it's going to go and run together. So let's go ahead and put in the differences here. Sometimes people put forms in tables. I'm just going to use paragraphs for each one of these. We could do breaks, I guess, in this case. But I'm going to just put each one in a paragraph so that we clearly space things out. In this case, it does make sense to do a paragraph for the whole thing, but to do a quick break here in the middle, so you'll see why in a second. And then a paragraph for the comments. And then, even though we haven't done anything with that submit button yet, we'll go ahead and put it in its own paragraph. Alright, now let's go ahead and load it up, see what it looks like. So we've got, I need to put in a header there, but we've got a place where I can type my name, my email, and whether I like the iPhone or the Droid. I actually need to put in another break, so these are both down below. And I can say, yes, I'm over 18, and I can type in my own comments. Now, you'll see right now, there's no way to submit this form, so we need to fix that. We also need to put in a new break there real quick, so let's fix that. First, we'll put in a break here to make the form look a little neater. Again, we're doing a little bit of presentation there. We're kind of breaking our own rules, but that's okay. In fact, we would probably do this all in CSS, but we can do a little bit of it here. So we'll put a break in there just to say we want a new line there. And now we need to do something about that submit button. So we're going to go ahead and that's not actually supposed to be a paragraph. It's a different kind of thing. It's a submit, and we'll change it. Input type value. Value is what it says on the button, so we'll just say submit. It's a good thing to have on the button. That's a self-closing tag. So we'll save that. We'll head back to the browser and see what that looks like. Notice that we fixed this here, and now we have a submit button. And when we click on that, nothing really happens. It comes right back to here. The one thing that we haven't included so far is kind of where it's supposed to go. Okay, we're going to put in a quick header here. Alright, so we have this form, and we're able to put it all and fill it out, and then we have a submit button. What are we supposed to do with that data? And in the form, as an attribute of the form, you need to tell it what to do with that data. And so usually we have a name for it. We'll call it the survey form. And we have an action. That is, what do I do with this stuff when I find it? And we also have a method. And we'll talk more about the method later. For now, I'll just kind of put it in there, but we need to remember to touch on that later on. The action is where you're supposed to send this form. So I might have a page called formhandler.php, and what that says is when you submit this, send all this data to this program in the background. Now, again, we haven't really talked about where you get that program or what that program's supposed to be, and I'm not going to worry about that for now. We'll just kind of say, don't look behind the curtain. Later in the course, we do touch on how to create something that would handle a form and do something with it, actually do some interesting things with it. But for now, we just need to see kind of how the form is constructed and how it becomes part of HTML. All right, thank you.